Marcela Strong, a seemingly ordinary housewife who lived with her husband, Mark, and their two young children in a charming Victorian home on Maple Street. Marcela was the epitome of Havenwood's ideal woman, a devoted wife, a doting mother, and a regular attendee at St. Michael's Catholic Church. But beneath the surface of this idyllic life, a dangerous secret simmered, a clandestine affair with the town's beloved priest, Father Michael O'Connell. Their love was forbidden, born out of shared confidences and whispered promises within the sanctuary of St. Michael's. Before we get to the story, comment below where you're watching from and don't forget to subscribe. Your support means a lot to me. Their trysts, fueled by passion and a dangerous sense of transgression, took place in the church's rectory, hidden behind a veil of piety and hypocrisy. The whispers started in hushed tones, a stolen glance, a shared laugh, a lingering touch. Soon, the whispers became rumors, spreading like wildfire through Havenwood's tight-knit community. But nobody could have predicted the horrifying events that would unfold on a crisp November evening, forever changing the face of Havenwood and leaving behind a trail of heartbreak, betrayal, and shocking secrets. For on that fateful night, Marcela Strong's life, once a picture of suburban perfection, was tragically cut short. The whispers of an affair, once dismissed as mere gossip, became the focus of a relentless investigation, forcing Havenwood to confront the dark underbelly of its own community and the devastating consequences of a love that transcended the boundaries of faith and morality. On November 15, 2017, Havenwood was jolted from its quiet routine. A chilling discovery shook the community to its core, shattering the illusion of normalcy that had long defined the town. Marcela Strong, the seemingly perfect housewife, had been found brutally murdered in her own home. Detective James Ryan, a seasoned investigator known for his unwavering dedication to justice, was tasked with unraveling the mystery surrounding Marcela Strong's death. As he meticulously combed through the crime scene, he discovered a chilling tableau of violence. The evidence pointed to a violent attack. Marcela had been stabbed multiple times, her injuries inflicted with a ferocity that suggested a personal vendetta. Her body was discovered in the basement, suggesting she had been dragged down there after the initial attack. The chaotic nature of the crime scene suggested a struggle, a desperate attempt to fight back against her attacker. Mark Strong, Marcela's husband, was immediately labeled as a person of interest. He was distraught, inconsolable, and seemingly unable to comprehend the loss of his wife. However, the detectives noticed inconsistencies in his account of the events leading up to her death. The murder of Marcela Strong sent shockwaves through Havenwood. The idyllic town, once known for its tight-knit community and unwavering faith, was now grappling with a dark reality. The whispers of Marcela's affair with Father O'Connell, once dismissed as rumors, became the focus of intense speculation, casting a long shadow of doubt over the town's beloved priest. The news of Marcela Strong's murder spread like wildfire through Havenwood. The quaint town, known for its tight-knit community and unwavering faith, was now shrouded in fear and suspicion. Every resident, every interaction, every secret whispered behind closed doors, became a subject of scrutiny. Detective Ryan, determined to uncover the truth, launched a full-scale investigation. The police cordoned off the Strong house on Maple Street, transforming it into a crime scene, a chilling reminder of the violence that had shattered their peaceful existence. The initial focus was on Mark Strong, Marcela's husband. Despite his outward grief, detectives noticed inconsistencies in his account of the events leading up to her death. His alibi for the night of the murder seemed flimsy, and his emotional response, while genuine, lacked the raw, visceral pain of a man who had just lost his soulmate. The investigation delved deeper, uncovering a web of secrets and hidden truths that lurked beneath the surface of Havenwood's idyllic facade. The whispers about Marcela's affair with Father O'Connell, initially dismissed as town gossip, gained traction as a credible lead. The investigation revealed a pattern of clandestine meetings between Marcela and the priest, raising questions about their relationship's true nature and its potential involvement in the murder. As the investigation unfolded, the town became a breeding ground for speculation and suspicion. The once unwavering faith in the church and its clergy was now shaken, replaced by a gnawing doubt. The police meticulously followed every lead, interviewing witnesses, collecting evidence, and piecing together the fragmented puzzle of Marcela Strong's final hours. They investigated Marcela's relationships, scrutinized her financial records, and delved into her personal life, searching for any clue that could shed light on her killer's motive. The investigation was a painstaking process, demanding patience, persistence, and a keen eye for detail. Detective Ryan and his team tirelessly worked to unravel the truth, knowing that justice for Marcela Strong and the healing of the shattered Havenwood community depended on it. The focus of the investigation quickly shifted towards Mark Strong, Marcela's husband. His initial grief, though genuine, felt somewhat manufactured. He seemed almost detached from the emotional turmoil of a man who had just lost his wife in a brutal murder. As the investigation deepened, red flags began to emerge. Mark's alibi for the night of the murder was shaky at best. He claimed to have been at a local bar with friends, but several witnesses contradicted his story. He also seemed to be avoiding specific questions about his relationship with Marcela and any possible financial issues they may have been facing. The police discovered that Mark had been facing substantial financial difficulties. His business, a small construction firm, was struggling, and there were whispers of mounting debt and a recent insurance policy on Marcela's life. These financial woes, coupled with his shaky alibi, painted Mark as a suspect who had a clear motive and opportunity. Detectives meticulously scoured the Strong house, uncovering evidence that further implicated Mark. A bloody fingerprint found on the murder weapon, a kitchen knife, matched Mark's. Additionally, a hidden safe in the basement was discovered, containing a collection of Marcela's personal belongings, including letters and diaries, suggesting that Mark had been trying to conceal something about their relationship. The evidence mounted against Mark, pointing towards a potential crime of passion fueled by financial desperation and marital discord. However, the investigation was far from over. While Mark seemed like the prime suspect, the detectives knew that their pursuit of justice had only just begun. The investigation, however, wasn't a one-track race. As the focus on Mark Strong intensified, whispers about Marcela's affair with Father O'Connell gained a new level of seriousness. The town's initial disbelief at the thought of their beloved priest being involved in such a dark affair quickly transformed into a chilling possibility. Father O'Connell, initially seen as a pillar of the community, suddenly became a figure of suspicion. The investigation uncovered a trail of secret meetings, clandestine phone calls, and discreet exchanges between Marcela and the priest. They discovered a pattern of Marcela sneaking out late at night, supposedly for prayer sessions with Father O'Connell. The police dug deeper, finding evidence of financial transactions between Marcela and Father O'Connell. The priest's financial records, always meticulously kept, were suddenly filled with unexplained inconsistencies. It was revealed that he had recently received a large sum of money, allegedly from Marcela, with no clear explanation. While the motive for Father O'Connell's involvement remained unclear, the suspicion grew. Was Marcela's relationship with the priest a passionate affair that went sour, leading to violence? Or was there a deeper, darker secret, a secret that could have driven the priest to murder? The investigation now faced a challenging fork in the road. Was Mark Strong the vengeful husband, driven by financial desperation and marital discord? Or was Father O'Connell the betrayed lover, driven by a hidden motive? The mystery deepened, and the lines between truth and deceit blurred as the investigation progressed. As the investigation into Marcela Strong's murder progressed, a new, unexpected figure emerged from the shadows. A stranger, a man with piercing blue eyes and a vaguely familiar face, was seen in the vicinity of the Strong house on the night of the murder. This mysterious individual, known only as the stranger, was a fleeting presence, a wisp of a memory for the few who claimed to have seen him. He appeared to be in his late 30s, with a ruggedly handsome face and a quiet, almost predatory demeanor. He seemed to blend seamlessly into the background, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. Witnesses described him as a solitary figure, often seen observing Marcela from afar. He appeared to be deeply interested in her, though the nature of his interest remained unclear. One witness recalled seeing him standing near the Strong house on the night of the murder, a haunting image that fueled the growing suspicion surrounding him. Detective Ryan, intrigued by this intriguing new lead, began a frantic search for this mysterious figure. He combed through the town's records, searching for any trace of the stranger, but found nothing. His investigation was hampered by the lack of concrete information and the unreliable nature of eyewitness accounts. The existence of this mysterious stranger, however, added a new layer of complexity to the already intricate case. Was he a mere observer, a bystander who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was he, in fact, the killer himself, a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness of Havenwood, waiting for his chance to strike? The investigation continued, now focused on this elusive, enigmatic figure, the stranger, who seemed to hold the key to unlocking the truth behind Marcela Strong's murder. But as Detective Ryan pursued this new lead, he realized that the truth was more complex, more twisted than he could have ever imagined. As Detective Ryan delved deeper into the case, a crucial piece of evidence surfaced: Marcela Strong's missing diary. It was a small, leather-bound volume filled with Marcela's personal thoughts, dreams, and secrets. Mark Strong had initially claimed that Marcela had burned it after a particularly emotional outburst, but witnesses confirmed that she had been meticulously keeping it up until her death. The discovery of the missing diary sent shockwaves through the investigation. It was a treasure trove of information, potentially holding the key to unlocking the truth about Marcela's relationships, her secrets, and the motives behind her murder. Detective Ryan immediately began a search for the diary. He questioned Mark Strong again, this time with a more insistent tone. Mark's responses were evasive, his eyes darting nervously as he denied having any knowledge of the diary's whereabouts. The investigation led them to Father O'Connell, who also denied any involvement in the diary's disappearance. However, his demeanor seemed strained, and his eyes betrayed a flicker of guilt. The police discovered that the missing diary was last seen in Father O'Connell's possession, a revelation that deepened the suspicion surrounding the priest. Was the diary the reason for Marcela's death, a secret that could have been revealed if it fell into the wrong hands? Meanwhile, the search for the mysterious stranger continued. One witness, a young girl who claimed to have seen him on the night of the murder, remembered him carrying a small, leather-bound book, eerily similar in description to Marcela's missing diary. The diary, a seemingly insignificant object, had become the focal point of the investigation. Its recovery seemed crucial to unraveling the truth about Marcela's murder and uncovering the identities of the three suspects: Mark Strong, Father O'Connell, and the elusive stranger. The investigation was on the cusp of a major breakthrough, but the path to justice was still fraught with danger, deception, and a relentless pursuit of truth. The missing diary, the key to unraveling the mystery, finally surfaced, hidden in the back of a dusty drawer in Father O'Connell's study. Inside, Detective Ryan discovered a series of entries detailing Marcela's passionate affair with the priest. The diary also revealed that Marcela was pregnant, the father being Father O'Connell. The revelation sent shockwaves through Havenwood, shattering the town's idyllic facade. The diary also contained a confession, penned by Father O'Connell himself, revealing a desperate plan to cover up his indiscretions. He had orchestrated Marcela's murder, staging it as a random robbery in a desperate attempt to protect his reputation and his position within the church. The evidence was overwhelming, leading to Father O'Connell's immediate arrest. His initial denial quickly crumbled under the weight of the evidence, and he confessed to the crime, admitting to luring Marcela to the woods, where he strangled her in a fit of panic and rage. Mark Strong, initially a prime suspect, was cleared of any involvement in Marcela's murder. The diary's revelations painted a clearer picture of his troubled marriage and his desperate financial situation, but exonerated him from the murder. However, the investigation into the mysterious stranger continued. The diary contained cryptic entries about him, suggesting that he knew about Marcela's affair with the priest and may have been blackmailing her. The identity of the stranger, however, remained a mystery. He was a shadow, a fleeting presence, who disappeared back into the darkness, leaving behind a trail of suspicion and unanswered questions. With Father O'Connell's arrest, a sense of closure settled over Havenwood. Yet, the lingering mystery of the stranger, the man with piercing blue eyes and a haunting presence, served as a reminder that the truth is often more complex, more elusive than it initially appears. The town was left to grapple with the revelation of their beloved priest's dark secret, forever changed by the events that unfolded. The trial of Father O'Connell was a spectacle that captivated Havenwood. The small town courtroom was packed with townspeople, their faces a mixture of shock, disbelief, and morbid fascination. The once revered priest, now a prisoner in the dock, was a figure of pity and scorn. The prosecution, led by District Attorney Williams, presented a compelling case built upon the damning evidence found in Marcela's diary. They meticulously detailed Father O'Connell's affair with Marcela, his manipulation of her, and his desperate attempt to cover up his indiscretions by staging her murder. The prosecution painted him as a cunning manipulator, driven by ambition and a desire to protect his reputation at any cost. The defense, headed by a seasoned lawyer, tried to cast doubt on the diary's authenticity, claiming it was a fabrication orchestrated by Mark Strong, driven by his desire for revenge. They presented evidence of Mark's financial troubles and his volatile temper, attempting to portray him as a jealous and vengeful husband. However, their arguments fell on deaf ears. The jury, overwhelmed by the weight of the evidence, found Father O'Connell guilty of murder. The verdict was met with gasps and murmurs throughout the courtroom. The community, once so devoted to their priest, had turned against him. As Father O'Connell was sentenced to life in prison, a collective sigh of relief washed over Havenwood. The truth had been revealed, justice had been served. Yet, a lingering sense of unease remained. The trial had exposed the darkness that lurked beneath the town's idyllic facade, leaving an indelible mark on its collective psyche. The lingering mystery of the stranger, however, remained. His identity and motives continued to haunt the town, a reminder that some secrets are never truly revealed, some shadows never truly dispelled. The trial brought closure to Marcela Strong's murder, but the ripples of her tragic death continued to reverberate through Havenwood, leaving a legacy of sorrow, suspicion, and unanswered questions. The trial's verdict brought a sense of closure to Marcela Strong's murder, but Havenwood was left reeling in the aftermath. The idyllic facade of the small town had been shattered, replaced by a chilling reality of betrayal and deceit. The church, once a source of comfort and guidance, was now a symbol of hypocrisy and scandal. Father O'Connell's arrest and conviction had shaken the faith of many, leaving them questioning the sanctity of their beliefs. The church struggled to regain the trust of its congregation, its reputation tarnished by the actions of one of its most prominent figures. Mark Strong, though cleared of any involvement in Marcela's murder, found himself ostracized by the community. His reputation was irrevocably damaged, and he was forced to leave Havenwood, seeking a new life far from the shadows of his past. The town, once united in grief, was now deeply divided. Some clung to their faith, finding solace in the church's continued presence, while others felt betrayed and disillusioned, turning away from the institution that had failed them. The identity of the mysterious stranger remained a secret, a specter haunting the town's collective memory. His motives, his connection to Marcela, and his ultimate fate remained unknown, a lingering enigma that fueled whispers and speculation. The events of the trial and the aftermath left an indelible mark on Havenwood. The town's idyllic facade had crumbled, revealing the dark undercurrents of human nature, the potential for betrayal and deception that lurked beneath the surface. The truth, however, remained incomplete. The mystery of the stranger, the secrets hidden in his piercing blue eyes, continued to cast a long shadow over Havenwood, a reminder that some stories never truly end, some secrets never truly fade.